Hello, Dank Siders, and welcome back to Stoner's Lounge Gaming. Welcome back to the farm down at SLG Acres at Six Ashes. Hope you're all doing well. It's Christmas time. Must say as well, the workers have been damn busy this past week. So they have. It's coming along really nicely. We're going to have a house we can finally call a home. Oh, I cannot wait. Cannot wait. Good news as well. We do need some money. So, I've got a couple of little ideas of how we can make some money. But first, we're going to need money to make the money. I did manage to cut down a tree. This tree right here. Somehow, I got it. Wiggled it, finagled it. Got there in the end. Got the lovely cedar up there, chilling out. We do have some weeds, as you can see here, in the field that we do need to deal with. There's quite a few. We're going to really need some herbicide sometime soon, but we've got to make money to spend money. I did cut a few of the problematic trees down as well around the yard, just so we can bomb around. As you can see right there, left a few bits. So we can bomb around, pick up all the wood, take it to the sawmill real quick before we start anything. Get it sold, get some coinage done, which is going to allow us to buy some fertilizer. But first, before we do anything, if we take a little hop in here, you'll see it is Christmas time. We do now have some seasonal decorations. Oh yes. We're going to put a Christmas tree down eventually, but not the selling stations. We're going to use the income stalls here, and we're going to set up ourselves a little Christmas market for the duration of Christmas, of course. So we're going to get £20 an hour per. So there's 3, so that's £60 an hour overall. But we are going to need about 3, 6, 10 grand total. We're not going to get that from the wood, so we're going to have to do a contract, unfortunately. But first of all, we're going to get the wood loaded up and sold. We're going to get that seeded. I did bring the seed pallet from the shop over. We're going to put wheat in that side, I think. Just so we're ready for the chickens when we do get them. But without further ado, let's get this bad boy loaded up with all the wood that we've got. I will go and chop that one up as well. So let's just have a start off the way we meet to go on. Have a little bit of a quick time lapse with some festive music. Oh yes, that's right. We are now using epidemic sounds. That's not going to fit through there that way. Do check them out if you haven't already. I'll put a link in the description for you guys. I must say there's some fan-dabby-dozy copyright-free music on there. Or royalty-free, I should say, not copyright-free. But yeah, check them out. Anyway, until then, enjoy the Christmas tunes. heading up to the sawmill. Quality timber yard. Unfortunately, only half of this is quality timber, but you know, it's all good. All right, so we made about, what did we make last time? If I go here and I go here, we made 2,152 last time. Let's add this to the total and see what we get. Boom, 4,339. We're now up to 8,055. That's going to be almost enough to get our little Christmas production up and running. We can get two of them for now, and start getting that money rolling in. We are going to be only using it for the Christmas period, like real life Christmas period. So this month, so 4 videos. So we're not going to make that much money off it. Luckily, I believe they do have a little bit of resale value as well. Probably about half what we pay for them. So we will get a little bit of the money back, as well as what we make on top of that. But yeah, let's get back to the yard and let's get that set up. Alright, here we go. Now I'm thinking we go ahead and we plop down the Christmas market just in here. So if I get rid of this, because we're going to get rid of this greenhouse eventually anyway, and put one in that actually works and generates some income for us. Oh. Alright, I'm hoping the paint tool's going to remove that. The patches of lettuce. If not, it's going to look funky. I am going to paint over the top of this as well. I was going to put some decoration in here, but we're just going to go ahead and do that right now. Hopefully it doesn't cost us too much. Let's go with that. Let's go get our grass. And then we start painting. Unfortunately, it is a different type of grass, and it's the only grass we've got available to us without using the forest floor. Ah, okay, so the lettuces don't actually disappear. So we'll just put the greenhouse over the top of that and cover it up that way, because I can't actually use the hide menu. We did use about £1,000 there just to paint some grass on the floor, but that's fine. We can still afford 2 of these. So I think we're going to go for the Christmas market toy stall. Why the hell not? Let's see, where do we want this? A little village kind of thing. I think we're going to have this one just over here. Nice, I'll just rotate that round a little bit. Just because that's where it's the most flat, I believe. Yeah, so we are going to use 3,010 to pop it there. Nice. And then also, if we go for the gingerbread stall, that's going to leave us with 1,500. So let's pop that down as well. And I think in the middle of these two babies, we're going to have the Christmas tree stall. Oh yeah, look at that. Boom. So now we're going to make some income passively through our lovely gingerbread stall. Hello. We can't pick things up unless I disable it. Now I believe, whoa, let's not mess with them too much. I believe there was a way to make this play music. We can go inside as well, so we can role play. Hello! Yeah, there's no music. Ah, it's Christmas time. Even the gingerbread's dancing. Oh, yeah. That's enough singing from me. So there we go. Shut the door. We now have a gingerbread stall and a lovely little wooden toy stall. Oh, look at these, man. They're amazing. We sell bowls too, of course. I like them a lot. Does this play the same tune? Can't actually get the trigger on that one. Never mind. All right, let's shut that. So yeah, hopefully the customers are going to flock in nicely. I am going to go ahead and waste a little bit more money because we can. If I go ahead and select the gravel path, but put it to small. Whoa, bro. Gravel path, put it to small. Rotate the camera around. Just so we've got a nice pathway to let the folks in. It's not letting me paint there for some reason. But it's fine, that connects to the concrete, that'll work. There we go, and if we put the Christmas tree stall either here or in here as well, we'll make a bit more money that way. But there we go, we're making £40 an hour. It doesn't sound like much, but it's going to add up over the course of the month. So yeah, we've got 1,455 left. Now, I do have the spreader up at the store, but before we do any of that stuff, we do need to go ahead and get that field all seeded up. Ah, look at that Christmas village, man. I would spend £1,000 on the Christmas tree, but I think once we get a bit more money, we'll do that just to add some decoration. And it is late spring, so we are going to be coming up to autumn. So hopefully it does snow at some point. Right, before we get on with that, because I always seem to forget to do the weeding, I'm going to go ahead and grab the weeder, or the harrow, chain harrow. And we'll just quickly go over the weeds here. Luckily it doesn't infest the whole field, as we'll be here all bloody day. Alright, let's open our chain link fence up, get these out. We are going to need some herbicide, like sooner rather than later. But that'll come in due course. There we go, the last section just done there. Alright, so I'm going to fold this up. I'm just going to pop it here because we are going to need it for that field. I just noticed there's some errant weeds there. Luckily it's just a little patch, so I can just lower it down while it's folded. That's a nice little feature that don't always have to unfold. Okay, now I do need to put in really quick as well, just a little small grass verge just here. I know it's wasting a bit more money, and it's wasting precious land, but I don't want the seeds to be getting all mixed up and stuff. So if we do that, and then I'll just make it one bigger, and then straighten it up a bit. Unfortunately, we are losing a little bit of the seed we planted before, but that's totally fine. Trying to get this as neat as possible. We can always join these fields back up as well. This isn't the end of the field. There we go. It doesn't have to be perfect. It's just literally to separate the field. So there we go. We've now got 3 decent sized fields as well, I must say. We did use quite a lot of our money there, but that is totally fine. Once we get a bit more money, I will tidy it all up and stuff. I'm just going to drop this off here, just for quickness, and then we're going to go ahead, attach the seeder. We don't have any fertilizer in it, unfortunately. I think we've got like 4 litres, but it'll be fine. We do have the spreader up there, and once I do get a little bit of money, we're probably going to have to do a contract. Then we can always buy some fertilizer, get it put in there, and Bob's your uncle, Fanny's your aunt. Job will be a good one. Alright. Whoa, sorry for that rapid camera movement there, guys. Okay, let's get wheat selected. It's already selected. Beautiful stuff. We'll get this bad boy lowered down and turned on. Lowered down, turned on. And there we go. I think we'll just go... Ha! Instantly ran out of fertilizer. That's fine. That is fine. Make sure that's lowered and turned back on. The joys of a direct drill. We are going to need a plough at some point, now that we've got a lime spreader. We do want that extra 30% total yield. But for now, this will have to do. So yeah, this shouldn't take too long. Now, while we're going around the headlands, I have been messing around with encoder settings. I spent about 3 hours last night just messing around, trying to get it all working to get the best quality I can for you guys. Since I'm going to be sticking to this farming thing for a while, I want to make sure it is the absolute best quality I can get for you. Also makes it a little bit easier for me when I'm editing to look at, if I'm honest. So yeah, we're just going to go around here just once. Just once should be enough. Usually we would do it 2 times, sorry. But I do want to get this done so we can get a decent contract done. Actually make some money. I know a lot of this has been selling wood and contracts at the beginning, but it's the only option we have when we've got seasons on. Otherwise we're just sitting here twiddling our thumbs, not earning any money, just losing money all day, every day. And that would not be good. Alright, so we tidy that up there. I need to be careful. So also another reason I wanted to separate the field so I don't accidentally drill over the top of what we've already planted. Oh, actually, let me have a quick look. Alright, so it is 10 degrees now, so that rookie error shouldn't hurt us too much. Last time I did, unfortunately, plant the soybeans while the ground was too cold. But luckily, we didn't actually lose the crop straight away, which is all good. So yeah, let me know what you guys are thinking of this series so far. I'm really enjoying making it, really am. I love Farming Simulator. I really want to do a Farming Simulator 22 series. I know we said we were going to start the Cultivator last time. I'm just waiting for a couple more mods to come out, really, just so we can actually do the challenge mode, because to be honest, quite a few of the tractors and stuff are far too expensive for the amount of money we can actually make at the beginning. So I want to wait until a couple of cheaper tractors come out. Hopefully a map, No Man's Land. That would be beautiful if Alien Jim could get on that one. But that's going to take time, and I totally appreciate that. No rushing anybody. There we go. Alright, so it's time to go straight up and down right now. I'm sorry. I'll stop singing, but it's Christmas time. Alright, so let's do a time lapse, get this field finished, and then see what we can do to actually make some money. Because I would really like some chickens at some point. Oh, wait. It's almost going to change the hour. Let's see our £60 roll in. And it didn't, because I didn't put them down on the hour, I don't think. Oh well. Enjoy the time lapse, guys. More Christmas music coming right up.
Sleigh bells ringing, diamonds blinging, carols singing, favorite season. Sleigh bells ringing, diamonds blinging, carols singing, favorite season. They said, say Nick, what you got up in that bag, yeah. I got racks in my sack or in my bag, yeah. They said, say Nick, what you got up in that bag, yeah. I got racks in my sack or in my bag, yeah. Frozen, neck is frozen, catch me rolling, I'm the chosen. Snow is falling, Elfie's calling, check my list twice, most of y'all done. Sleigh bells ringing, diamonds blinging, carols singing, favorite season. Sleigh bells ringing, diamonds blinging, carols singing, favorite season. They say Nick, what you got up in that bag, yeah. I got racks in my sack or in my bag, yeah. They say Nick, what you got up in that bag, yeah. I got racks in my sack or in my bag, yeah. Dasher, Dancer, Prancer, and Vixen, Comet, Cupid, Donner, and Blitzen. No, I can't forget about the one with the red nose. When I fly high, my sleigh still stay 10 toes. Bring the beat, bring the trees, put the lights up. 'tis the season. Need no Grinch types, no Ebenezer. Don't believe this, y'all need Jesus. Sleigh bells ringing, diamonds blinging, carols singing, favorite season. Sleigh bells ringing, diamonds blinging, carols singing, favorite season. They said, Saint Nick, what you got up in that bag, yeah. I got racks in my sack or in my bag, yeah. They said, Saint Nick, what you got up in that bag, yeah. I got racks in my sack or in my bag, yeah. They said, Saint Nick, what you got up in that bag, yeah. I got racks in my sack or in my bag, yeah. They said, Saint
There
Nick,
we
what you got
go.
up
We're
in
just
that
coming up to the
bag.
last couple of sections here. One down, one up, and we should be Gucci. Alright, that didn't take too long actually. We've made a little bit of money as well. As you can see, we're up to 936 right now. So they're going to pay for themselves probably about 3 or 4 days time. But yeah, them Christmas things are going to be a nice little earner for us, I think. And there we go. We do have some wheats already. That didn't take long now, did it? Alright, so let's drop this off just over here. We still have plenty of time in the day as well. It is only 2 PM. So we can go ahead and get a nice little Connie done. Just to top our money up a little bit. We'll have a look in a second. I'll just grab these weeds. And we'll have a look and we'll see what exactly we can do to make some coinage. Alright. Let's get this last section here. Job's a good one. It's probably going to be a seeding job because it's the only equipment we've really got. So let's park this up here. Bada bing, bada boom. Engine off. Save the fuel. We do need some more fuel. We are on half of a tank. But without further ado, what do we have? You want 16,000 litres of digestate? Don't have any, mate. You want 100,000 litres of slurry? Don't have any, mate. We can't do a transporting, even though I would love to. Alright, can't fertilise. Well, we can, but we can't really afford the fertiliser. So therefore we can't. So it's going to have to be a cultivating job, I think. And unfortunately, we've got a tiny cultivator. So that's going to take forever. I think we're going to do field 72. 6 acres. That's fine. We'll accept that. We'll have a cheeky look where 72 is. Oh, look at that. It's just over the road. It's quite the big field, actually. Alright, I'll just leave the seeder there for now. I'm going to go and pick up the cultivator. I'm just going to drive straight across the field because it's quicker. I did notice as well, the whole time pretty much, I had a cereal. Wow, we seriously need some herbicide stat. Boom. Alright. Let's go and pick up the cultivator then. And we need to dash to field 72. It's just over road. Going to get a couple of grand for doing that as well, which is all fine and dandy. That should allow us to get enough fertilizer to spray that field, actually. Come to think of it. And we do just have a small cultivator, which is why I didn't want to take on one of the bigger ones. Drop that in there. I really can't wait as well. As much as I love this tractor and it's done us wonders, I can't wait to get a bigger one. Really, really can't wait. Also, I think I might mow that grass over there as well at some point. Alright, let me go ahead and just put a waypoint on it, just so we know where it is. Ah, okay. It's the big field up by the shop. That might prove to be a bit difficult because it's a massive hill. And this thing doesn't really have the pulling power, but we shall see. I could be wrong. So guys, we are now back on twitch.tv/SLG Lopez every Saturday from 8 PM Rainy Island time, or UTC. And we're playing some Farming Simulator 22 on Elm Creek, and I'm really, really enjoying it. I did commit a bit of a cardinal sin. I deleted a field filled with sunflowers, just painted over the top of it, because we couldn't afford the sunflower harvesting equipment right at the beginning. And it was already pre-grown, but it did give us a lot more yard room. Now, we are working towards getting our very first silo on there, because we did start from scratch pretty much. And we almost have enough for a new field as well, which is excellent. But yeah, come and check us out every Saturday, 8 PM, like I say, for some Farming Simulator action. It is real fun times. Alright, this is the bad boy here that we're going to work on. Huge hills, huge rolling hills. Don't actually know how to get in there. So we're looking for a fence. I think it might just be here. We might have to go through the house, through the yard. Yeah, it looks like it. Alright, sorry Mr. Car, I hit you there. Quite nice yard. This actually got plenty of room. You have to hop out just to open this gate up. Lovely stuff. So I've been eyeballing, every time I've come to the store, I've been eyeballing this field up for myself. Let's have a little quick look around the yard. See, it's got a nice little bit of storage there. Do these work? They do. Ooh, this might have to be one of our next purchases after the allotments. I haven't forgot. I do know that we need the allotments. I think what we're going to do is crash into a hedge, but we're going to start from the top. Instead of being like Drake, we're going to start from the top. Because I've got a feeling this is going to be a nightmare to pull up the hill. Not so much. Okay. That's actually not too bad. I think what I'll do, since we've already had a million time lapses, is we'll go around the headlands once. And I think I'll just jump cut it. Yeah, we'll just go around like this. It is going to take a little bit of time, so I think I'm going to go ahead and just use the advanced timescale mod there. Or finer timescale mod, sorry. Just to knock it down to 6 times speed. We are up to 1024 now, thanks to those lovely Christmas market stalls. So real soon we're going to have enough for the Christmas tree selling point, which is going to give us £80 every hour. And that's going to add up quite a bit. Ooh, that's quite the nasty bump in your field there, sir. Look at the size of this field. I haven't even explored half of this map, bros. Really haven't. Why did I go all like Jersey Shore there, brah? Never mind. Alright, so yeah, this field looks like it's going to be a nice purchase. We've got all that grassland over there too. Alright, it's going to take some time though. This is going to be a fair bit of money, I think, to purchase this slice of land. 123,000. Not too shabby for the price of land, really, but miles off from where we're at. Yeah, this is going to be a big old job. Big old job. It's going to be fun going downhill, though. Like a roller coaster. Oh, we don't get to go down the steep hill. Whoa, bro. Alright. This thing does not like reversing uphill. There we go. Also, guys, while I'm on promoting my other social medias, do not forget to follow me on Twitter at SLGLopez87. I'll put a thing on the screen and a link in the description. But I do run polls and stuff for this series and for the Twitch series as well over there. Or I'm going to start running them over there. I did use one with a link the last time, but that didn't work out too well. I'm thinking either the website's not really that trusted and I just picked the first one I've seen, or people just don't click random links. So if I put it on my Twitter, that might give us a bit of an extra interaction over there. Every little helps. Gotta help that growth. Oh, yeah. There we go. Nice. It's actually not too bad working this field. I thought it was going to be way worse with us having this little reliable tractor. But no, it's going pretty well so far. Alright, so I think what I'm going to do then, guys, I'm just going to jump back once we are near completion. Because like I said, this is going to take bare time, fam. It's not really worth the money either, come to think of it. But at least it's not a 16-acre field. Okay, I'll see you when it's done, guys. Gee willikers, Batman, this is taking ages. We're at 98%, we're almost done. Wow, that's taken the best part of an hour and 10 minutes. Something like that. Absolutely crazy. I'm so glad we did not do the 15-16 acre cultivating with this tiny cultivator. If we ever do a big cultivation job again, I'm going to definitely make sure we've got a big cultivator. Alright, so we're just coming up to the end of this field now. It should complete any second now. We can claim our money. I think what we're going to do with that money is go ahead and buy a bag of fertilizer. There we go, finally! Finally, I finished the field right in front of my face, and I just punched my mic, yeah. Let's go and collect our 1,449. That was really not worth it. Oh well. More money is more good. Now, I just want to have a little cheeky look at something here. Alright, so £300. I ain't going to bother doing that one. I might do that little £500 one on field 31. Where's that? Down by the post office. It's near home. I might do it just to top up the money a bit more. But first things first and last things last, we are going to buy 1 pallet of solid fertilizer so we can get it spreaded on the field that we didn't manage to fertilize before. Or possibly I'm going to go and buy a pallet of lime as well. We do need both. But I'm going to buy the fertilizer premium solid fert right now. Wait a second. I always have to put the wrap on it. It's free, so why not? Ooh, okay. Okay. I can actually afford... We can't. Scratch that. Alright. The shop is just over there. Let's raise that back up. We do not have access to this land anymore. Look at the perfect job we did. Not that the computer made it that way. I'm going to just nip through here. I know I said I wouldn't do that, but needs must. Alright. We've spent far too long in that field. I must say as well, since I've been tinkering around with settings and whatnot, this game runs a lot smoother now. So we definitely don't have to migrate Grandad's farm anytime soon. And I do want to buy that yard as well. £125,000 though. That's going to take some time. But once we get this first harvest in, we should be laughing when it comes to money, because them fields are huge. Alright. I'm just going to drop the cultivator here real quick. We can come back with the truck and pick it up a bit later on. Let's drop this down here. So we are going to need it again, obviously. It's our bread and butter tool right there. And we do need a plow ASAP. Alright, let's get that. Let's refill it. I think this holds like 600 litres. Something like that. Boom, 600 exactly. Alright. Unfortunately, I don't have anywhere to put it to take it home. But that's all good. Let's go and get this field fertilized, and then that will be the end of the day, I imagine. We'll finish on a nice time lapse. Get a bit more Christmassy music, a bit festive in here. I'm just going to duck through here real quick. I want to just test something before we go off. Is that affecting it? No. Alright, so we do have to wait for the first growth stage, which should be tomorrow, I believe, on the bottom field anyway. So let's just quickly spray this on here, patch up the bits we couldn't do. It's actually not eating the fertilizer too quick as well. That's nice. That's real nice. Alright. Keep turning it on and off because I do want to preserve as much as we can. He says, driving completely over the field. Never mind. Alright, let's go and get lined up. See how well this thing is going to perform on a full field. But this field here with the soybeans should be germinated, I'm hoping, by tomorrow. Is that too narrow? It's damn near perfect. Almost. A little bit on the edge, but majority rules, so we don't have to get every square inch of this place. Alright, we're probably going to have to go back and pick some up at the store again. I'll just jump in the truck to do that. And I'll load the cultivator on as well. But until then, let's have a nice Christmassy time lapse just to finish off this wonderful video. We are ending, or going to be ending, on quite a heavy loss when it comes to money. But it's all going to pay off. It's all going to come up Millhouse in the end. And we can do both fields. Perfect. There we go. That field is complete. Lovely stuff. I'm going to do the other one just off camera real quick. Get it filled up. That didn't take as much fertilizer as I thought actually as well. Oh, we're not quite done. There's a little path there. We'll do it on the way down. That's fine. I'm just going to park the truck here because I've got a feeling we are going to need a refill again once more. There we go. Lovely stuff. Let me just turn this around. We'll get it nice and fertilized up. Get this little patch here as well. Why not? Every little helps. Not sponsored by Asda, I promise. Other supermarkets are available. There we go. Alright. Last little section. And it's going to lead us nicely, I think, to around about 7 o'clock in the evening, which is what time we usually finish for the day on our lovely farm. But yeah, that is fantastic. I'm actually... Whoa, what's going on there? That shadow's causing a problem. I'm really happy with this purchase. This little spreader's really good. Majority does rule, so I'm just going to leave that section. It doesn't really matter too much. Alright, what's the best way to tackle this? Probably straight down there. And then across the way. Okay. So I will cut back once this lovely field here with our lovely canola that's germinated is fertilized. And that is going to give us, let me have a quick look, 66%. So when we do the next one, that should be 100% fertilization. We are going to lose 30% yield for the plow and lime, but that can't be helped. Alright, so I will be back. There we go. This is the last little stretch here. I did have to refill, and we have used about 124%, something like that. Not too shabby. Done a good job. There's still about a quarter left on the pallet as well of fertilizer. So all in all, we've managed to do 2 pretty big fields for £2,200, which isn't that bad considering. We've still got 45% left in there. Nice. We'll just pop that on the shelf. Why not? And then we're gonna drop this thing down just in here. Now before we go, I do want to just sleep for the night, just to see how much money we make during the night on the from the placeables. It'd be nice if we can get up to £4,000, but I don't think that's going to happen. I'm just having a little tidy up before we go as well. Let's go to the trailer. I am going to have to dash time a little bit. Park this back up in the garage. But yeah, tomorrow we are going to tidy this rest of this yard up here. Get that put into silage. And we might have to do another contract just to get some money, because we are going to need a plow, and we do need to start saving 30 grand for the header. I believe it was 30 grand we needed. It's ZO56H, 27,000. So we need to get that by the time the next harvest comes, or the first harvest comes, I should say. We should be okay, and hopefully the workmen will finish that house and we'll have a nice brand spanking new home. One that we can go inside as well. That will be lovely. And it does not infested with squatters. I think we're going to have to dash the time because we're not tired. Yeah, I thought so. Alright, I just want to see how much money we make over the night time. So let me just go ahead and do that, and then we can sleep. Still not tired. Oh, nice. This caravan's got a light. I didn't realize. Are we tired now, game? One step forward, one step back. Yes, we are. What time is it? 10 o'clock. So we want to sleep for 10 hours. Nice. The days are long and warm in summer. It's time to make hay and watch the crops grow. Nice. Boom, 660 overnight. That's pretty damn good. Pretty damn good. And if we look over there, we can see that nothing germinated. Not yet, but I am noticing a couple of raindrops. That usually means something's about to pop in. And of course, all the trees on the map are changing. Oh, has it? Has it grown? Oh, lovely. Nice. I love it when a plan comes together. It looks like all 3 fields have gotten to the first growth stage. Amazing. We've got some fertilization to do tomorrow then. All right. Well, the grass has grown too. If you guys enjoyed this, please smash the hell out of that like button. It lets me know that I'm doing a good job and you guys are having a fan-dabby-dozy time. If you didn't like it, smash the dislike button. I can always arrange and change things. Let me know any creative criticism in the comments as well, and I'll do my best to rectify. But thank you all for watching. I've been SLG Lopez. You guys have been amazing. Smash the hell out of that subscribe button as well, and I'll see you next Wednesday. Peace.